If you are watching this, I have put a very specific intention into this video that it only finds the people that it is meant for. And if you are here, that literally means that you are here for a reason. Trust that you are here because you are meant to be. Because I have a message for you, all right? There is someone here that is wondering, pondering, contemplating, overthinking, and reflecting on what you have meant to them in their life. They are literally thinking right now of all of the positives that you have brought into their life. You have brought so much growth. You have brought so much understanding. You have brought so much respect. You have brought so much inspiration. And you may have even brought things like energy, time, and money into this person's life. And they are absolutely thinking about this in the most positive way possible, okay? Now, claim this energy, okay? Claim this because I'm telling you this is definitely a reading to claim. And remember, everything is energy. In order to be able to receive, we must be willing to give. So definitely give a like, a subscribe, and definitely comment down below, okay? People are thinking about me. Comment that down below, because they're thinking about you in a positive way, okay? They really, really are. So there's specifically one person here that is thinking about how much you've meant to them in their life. And this person here is someone that may not have maybe treated you the best, because I'm definitely picking up on some regret, what was that? Regret, nostalgia, and some pain. Okay, so that's what I'm really seeing there. I also do believe as well that this person really thinks about the fact that you gave a lot of time. There's something here with the pentacles indicating time. You gave a lot of time, you gave a lot of energy, and they may not have been able to reciprocate that back to you. So there's definitely some guilt and some shame in regards to that. And the Chariot here is this sort of wish that they feel that they should have done better, they should have done more, they should have been more proactive, they should have been more caring, they should have been more understanding, and even more resourceful. So they know that they should have done more. They should have really brought more to the table. They should have been more forthcoming, or even emotionally a lot more available. Whether this is a romantic person, a friend, a family member, this person has felt so much love towards you, but when it came to actually taking action towards you or communicating with you or emotionally expressing things to you, they really fell short. Okay, they didn't do enough. They were not proactive enough as they should have been. And that has definitely caused a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, and a lot of frustration overall in the circumstances. And it has been challenging. It has been challenging for you. Okay, now, because of their lack of action towards you, I feel like this person became quite complacent. Now, what does that mean? Complacent means when a person knows that they've got something around, so they pay less attention to it. They don't value it as much. They don't have to go chasing after it. They don't have to put more time and effort towards it, which is wrong, okay? Because there are people that have something around all the time and they still make the effort towards it. But this person knew that you were around, you know, and they kind of took advantage of that. They kind of just thought like, oh, now that I have you, I don't really need to do much. I don't really need to talk much. I don't really need to take more effort. I can focus on other things. Like, you're always just going to be there. This person became quite complacent, and they kind of just thought that you'll always be there. You'll always be wrapped around their fingers. You're not going to go anywhere. You don't have anywhere to go. That kind of energy, okay? They kind of just thought like you're always going to be there. And that bothered you because they were not giving you adequate amount of time, effort, and energy. They were not reciprocating. And with justice, it felt deeply, deeply unfair to you. You felt frustrated. You felt hurt. You felt just challenged by that. And with justice, okay, what I do believe has happened here is that either you walked away or they just kind of distanced themselves so much to the point where there's like nothing happening between you both. One of the two has happened, because this is a general reading, right? It's really a personal, private reading where we hit exactly your situation. But one of two things has happened, right? Either you have walked away and you've said enough is enough, like this is ridiculous, like I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall and I'm talking to myself, or they just pulled away so much to the point where there's like nothing happening. But either way, whatever it is, one of the two, right? Whatever it is, they are starting, okay, to feel your absence. They are starting to feel a loss of your energy. They're starting to see you as the strong person in their life that was always so giving, so loyal, so nurturing, so unbelievably there and present, and they are starting to see themselves as the kind of person that couldn't hold on to something really good for them. Because I do also believe that with the strength energy, there is some kind of maternal figure that is going to say, what about that person? You know, they were so good for you. Like, they really, you know, you were talking about them in such a good way. Like, what happened to them? And they will realize that they just couldn't hold on to something really good. They just couldn't. And it's that sense here of them just not being able to do enough to hold on. That is why this connection has essentially just crumbled, and why it has disintegrated, and why there has been a demolition of something that could have been so great and beautiful, that could have been built, that has essentially just been demolished. So it's really sad. Really sad. But guess what? I know that you have been sad about this, right? But I actually do believe as well that this person is going to be... They're going to be... This is how I work as a reader. I say something and then it comes out, because look, this is truth, and this is them understanding that. This is them understanding your value, what you bring to the table, how great and good of a person you are. And then with the 10 of Swords, this is them feeling genuinely crushed and tormented by the fact that you gave so much, you did so much, you were so present, you were so understanding, you were so respectful, and here they are having to deal with the fact that they have lost you. They have lost you, and they have lost you due to their own nonsense. They have lost you due to their own doing. They have lost you due to not being able to hold on and do enough or be proactive enough. And they have lost you genuinely due to their own action and not holding on enough. Sorry, if you hear like random noise outside, there's literally a storm outside. It's not like a dramatic storm, but it's enough to just make a lot of noise, really, a lot of noise. It's raining, it is very, very windy outside. So if you hear that, trees just going like this. Okay, so with that being said, they literally feel like there is a storm brewing, okay, where they just feel so uncomfortable with how they have treated you. Oh, I just said storm brewing, and I literally made a reference to a storm before. Anyways, so there is this, okay, and that's what I see here. There's this pain of losing you forever, which is something that they can't deal with because they once had you. And they feel like they once, you know, when they had you, they didn't really do enough. And now that they haven't got you, they feel really sad that they haven't got you. And they feel like trying to now attain you back into their life is going to be hard. They really, really feel that, you know, now if I have to get you back in my life, it's going to be really hard. When I had you, I didn't do enough. I didn't take care of things enough. I wasn't proactive enough. I didn't do this. I didn't do that, you know. So they feel really, really sad, and they feel very, very hurt, and they feel really upset, and they feel very frustrated. They don't know how to deal with this emotion. They don't know how to deal with these feelings. They don't know how to deal with these thoughts and thought process. They don't know what to do, basically, which is the moral of the story here. Like, they literally do not know what to do. They don't know how to go about things. So this is something that I'm really picking up on here, where they just feel really overwhelmed and very stressed and very chaotic in the entire situation. Now, I do have rituals that can actually help, okay? Well, first and foremost, okay, the pain of them losing you is going to trigger them to come back around. But when they come to you really depends on your connection. And it also depends whether you want to accept this person into your life or whether you are happy saying ta-ta, goodbye. Okay, that's your choice, because that will be your choice and the ball will be in your court as to what you choose to do. But there are rituals that can help. There's, you know, the break no contact ritual, support and consistency ritual, protect your connection ritual, express their feelings to you ritual. There's the marriage ritual. There's amazing rituals for love, money, marriage, career, success, beauty, justice, healing, black magic removal, protection, etc. on my website. There's also as well the intention items, which are handmade, meditated with and saged, like bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, embroidery cards, and so much more. And of course, there's readings done within 12 to 24 hours to answer questions you have. There are thousands of 5-star reviews. Everything's on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. Okay, so they are going to come forward, as we know. Timing really depends on your situation and your connection, and for that, really a reading is where we would be able to hit the hammer on the nail, right? Oh my gosh, it's like raining so much now. Luckily though, it's sometimes the angle of the rain hitting the glass makes it impossible to film readings. because you can really hear it and then you can't hear me. But it seems okay so far, so I'll keep going. I will keep going. Also, we're almost at the end, I think, of this reading because I feel like I've got enough information out. But yeah, there's going to be a 180-degree turn in this person to progress things along with you because they'll realize that you are the full package. You really are. Comment that down below as an affirmation. I am the full package. Do not doubt yourself ever again. Promise me you won't doubt yourself because this is not something that's wrong with you. It's wrong with them and how they saw things. They did, right? They became complacent, and essentially that is triggering them to reach out and come back around to you and progress things with you because they will feel sad and very hurt and very bad for not treating you better and being more proactive towards you and treating you with more respect, understanding and care. And they know they have to do better. They know they have to do more. They know they have to treat you with a lot more understanding, respect and love, which obviously right now they're not really doing. But that pain of losing you, which is something that they will really be stressing and having a lot of stress around because they will realize that someone else could be like with you, right? Someone else could just be with you. That pain of losing you is what is going to trigger them to come to you and progress things with you because they won't want you to be with someone else. That is going to frustrate them to their grave. Okay, so there is that. So this is your reading. I really hope that this helped you, and definitely take care.